Okay, and now we're live. Alrighty, well, don't we have so much to talk about today? We have so much to talk about, especially in regards to a hangout I was just in with the one and only the Brett Keane. Yeah, that was pretty depressing. I mean, at first I thought I was wrong, and Brett Keane was just like, hey, you're just throwing shit out there to make people, shut up. It's like, no, I'm not. And turns out I was right, actually, because apparently, because I'm in college, right? So I actually have an education, unlike Brett Keane. But I'm actually learning a lot of what we call media aggregation. Once like an article gets out there, there's going to be a lot more stories about it than just the single article you read, and those stories will link you to other sources as well that will further verify the validity of the first source. Anyways, it's called media aggregation. This stuff is very basic because, well, here I'll probably have to screen this with you, and I have to let's see what's going on here. Ready? You see right here. Now, this was the original article up here that he said I just got that in my ass. Fossil called missing from sea to animals. So this was one of the first articles that came out about it, talking about how it was like 375 million years old. It was one of the first transitional fossils. Here's the actual fossil right here. Here's a lifelike replication of what it looked like, most likely. As you can see, it developed a bipedal nature here. Anyways, this is pretty interesting. But yeah, if you go all the way down here, you're going to have related coverage. This is from March 10th, 2015. Right here. So let's go to this real quick. Internet is slow. Okay. Here, a missing link is found. So this is just some more information on the article. It's from Book of Life. It's by Stephen Jay Gould. Where it was found, showing what it would have looked like as far as evolution from sea to land. And I think the big deal here that Brett Keane and all those guys don't really understand is they don't understand the fact that there's no such thing as like, a species giving birth to another fucking species. It doesn't work like that. Like, if it did work like that, we would explain it that way. But that's not how it is. Species don't just become other, like there's no real distinction. That's actually something that Darwin talked about. There's no real distinction between variation and species, because each is developing in its own way. If you have a variation of the same species that's developing different characteristics, they're developing into completely different things, and you can see this taking place. Now, they accept microevolution. They accept that small changes can happen over a shorter period of time. Whether that be even 1,000 years or a couple decades. Changes like that. Those are changes they can believe in, simply because it's somewhat relative to their lifetime. But because they have such small minds and such an inability to critically think, they honestly try to, just throw out the entire concept that, the time span that it needs to take place is much larger than their lifetime. They don't want to accept that because it's out of their control. And it's a psychological thing. It's the defense mechanism. They don't want to believe something that they think puts them out of control of their own life. Especially when it shows them that their own life is very insignificant to the massive whole that is time. Especially since, it also contradicts their belief in God, which, doesn't really up to much anyways. Fine until they are willing to accept that. They're willing to accept that, God has control over their life. They're willing to accept that, it was Adam's fault that we sinned. Things like that. Things that odds are never even happened in the first place. And it's really depressing to me to see that happen. But anyways, it wasn't really that pissed me off. It was the fact that I trusted Brett Keane. I really did. I thought that I could always go into his hangouts and never have to worry about being kicked because I was always trying to present, an argument that was constructed logically. I mean, he would have his rebuttals to it, whether or not those rebuttals were logical. We didn't like kick each other out of the room for it. That would have been preposterous to me, and it is preposterous that he would do such a thing, especially since we already disagree on so much, but we're still, able to have a conversation about any other things. Like, I thought we were gonna have like lighthearted discussion, but no. But he says that this article doesn't have any weight to it, and that it's been disproven since then, when it really has not. And Arcane was bringing something else up that I can't even remember now. He's talking about something about the theory of something equilibrium. I don't know. It's not something I'm familiar with. I haven't taken biology, at least not since high school, and that's not shit they talk about in high school. So, I'm not. My knowledge is limited there, as far as what he was talking about. But I'm interested in looking up what that is. I really am. But I gotta say, man, I'm really disappointed by Berkane. I thought I could trust him. I thought you would be a decent person, about having these kind of conversations. But no, he just wanted to strawman me and tell me that I didn't read the article, which is a lie. I read the article, and I've read many other peer-reviewed articles about that same discovery that have happened since 2006. That article itself, I have it bookmarked, and I have that and among others bookmarked, and I can show you them right now if you like. Let me get it down here. Let's see, I think I have it. Let's see here. But anyways, it was really disappointing to me because I spent all this time already in the Brett King's Hangouts, and it wasn't that bad. Brett never kicked me for anything for a long time. I mean, he's kicked me before, when I've disagreed with him, and he just like, but it was about something even dumber. It's about the, it was about the like attacking his family bullshit, which he loves to spout because he's a retard. Okay, he puts his fucking phone number on his channel and expects people not to fucking troll him. Like, are you fucking serious, Brett? So, the reason he does that is just so he can use all those phone calls to say, oh, look, people really are attacking my family. It's just so that he can bullshit and whine and be like, oh, poor me. Yeah, fuck your family. Let's see, peer review articles. Alrighty. There we go. I was hoping to get some buddies in this hangout, actually, because, I don't know, it's so dead. It's so dead with just me. I mean, I'm an entertaining person. No. But I need some people in here because I cannot do this shit myself. It just fucking bugs me. Honestly, I was always thinking about becoming a YouTuber and trying to actually make videos and stuff, but just it's bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit. Alright, I'm gonna get some buds in here. Hopefully they show up. These people I know IRL, so let's see here. Alrighty, well, I think it's important for me to define what a transitional fossil is. So, apparently, it's any fossilized remains of a life form that exhibits common both an ancestral group and its derived descendant group. This is especially important where the descendant group is sharply differentiated by gross anatomy and mode of living from the ancestral group. So basically what I said in the hangout, like if there's no environmental change, there's no need for change. Especially as far as evolution and species go. I mean, if you're living in the same environment for a long amount of time, do you really expect that much change? No, because if it's the same environment and the environment is not changing and exerting new pressures on the organism, then the organism will not respond to any pressures other than what it's already being exposed to. So that's the basis here. You know, something that needs to be kept in here. Let's see. But anyways, I don't think that I'm ever going to trust Brett Keane again. I think Brett Keane is a dishonest liar. I think he's just overall reprehensible human being, and it's really sad because I try to ignore all of that shit from the Drunken Peasants. I try to ignore his history with Jay. I try to ignore his history with all these other people on YouTube that I've met and talked to. You know, I try to just ignore all that shit and get my own experience with Brett Keane. And this is what I got. This is what I got out of my experience with Brett Keane. I got the same fucking person they were talking about. You know, and I should have known better. I really should have known better. Brett Keane is not to be trusted, and neither is anybody else who he really hangs out with. I mean, I'm with Palm Jam. Palm Jam is pretty cool. He's this guy. I don't know. It's just ironic. I mean, he's called his fucking hangout. Never trust atheists. Never trust atheists. Yeah, no, never trust Brett Keane, because I was an atheist he could trust. Okay, I wasn't gonna pull some shit on him in the middle of the hangout. I wasn't gonna whip my dick out on the screen. I wasn't gonna fucking, you know, just lambast his arguments and not actually respond to them. Like, I wasn't gonna do that stupid shit. I was actually gonna try to have a discussion with the guy, and this is what I got out of it. This is what I got. I got rejection. I got fucking, you know, name calling. You know, I got logical fallacy. That's all I really got out of this. You know, so I'm just gonna advise everyone else: don't do the same thing. Don't do the same thing. Don't involve yourself in these hangouts. Don't try to talk to Brett Keane. Don't associate with him, because I don't think he deserves the attention anymore. He really fucking doesn't. I don't think pieces of shit like him deserve attention from anyone. I mean, because the only fucking attention that really that he gets that matters, at least in the ultimate scheme of things, is the attention the Drunken Peasants give him. He should be fucking thanking them, okay? Because that's the reason he gets any viewers anymore. He's been shit ever since he started on YouTube, okay? Ever since. So, I don't know. So he's blocked now. I tried to get back in there and ask what was going on, like, why did he kick me? Because I didn't really hear what he said before I was kicked. But, you know, it's bullshit, basically. Anyway, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm going to close this down. But I want to do a whole video on these transitional fossils, and I want to show him why this is the case. Because this is not something I'm just going to fucking drop. He's going to tell me that I haven't fucking read the article, and that I was just throwing it out there. Fuck you, Brett Keane. I've read the article. I've read many more articles. I've read peer-reviewed articles and science journals about the same fucking discovery. If you're going to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, fuck you, because I do. Sorry. I mean, I may sound arrogant. It may sound like I'm trying to be smarter than you, but I'm not. I'm really not trying to do that. I'm trying to fucking make a point. And if you're going to be as fucking dishonest as you are, I don't think you really fucking deserve the attention. I really don't think so. Sorry, but anyways, peace out, guys.